Well, hello and thank you for joining me for another Alex on Tech and TechAdvice.life video interview. I'm joined today by Stephanie Richard, as you would say in French, or in English, Stephanie Richard, who is the head of sales at Swiss luxury watch brand Rebellion Timepieces, who will be showcasing an incredible $1 million watch at Artisans of Time, an international watch fair to be held at an incredible 3-day exhibition in Sydney, Australia in November. Stephanie, bonjour et bienvenue, and welcome to the program.
Thank you, Alex, for your time. I'm very happy to be with you and to talk to you about Rebellion watch brand.
Well, thank you for taking the time, Stephanie. I really appreciate it. Now, Rebellion Timepieces, for those who are unaware, is an incredible company with absolutely breathtaking collections and some truly impressive sporting partnerships. So can you please tell us some more of the Rebellion Timepieces story highlights and a bit more about those partnerships before we continue and where we can go to find out some more?
Of course, a pleasure. So let's start with the beginning. For people who don't know the brand, Rebellion was created in 2018. And what is very important to say is Rebellion Timepieces belongs to a group, Rebellion Corporation, and there is 3 entities. The founder and the owner is an industrialist, and he was passionate by motorsport and watchmaking too. So first of all, he decided to create his own racing team. So before to talk about partnership, he decided to create his own racing team, which is very, very crazy. And we did for 13 years endurance in Le Mans. And we arrived in 2020 as second in private team in front of Toyota, which is a very great achievement for this kind of private race team. And in parallel, we also have the garage, Rebellion Motors, and we provide official services for Maserati brand and Ferrari, as an example. And so the third entity is Rebellion Timepieces. And as I said, the founder, who is a Swiss man, he is passionate by performance, by high technology, and by motorsport, and he wanted to create his own watch brand, which is reflected all his passion. So Rebellion Timepieces was founded in 2018, and since then, we released incredible timepieces like the T1000, the T2M. We had the biggest record in power reserve with 1,000 hour power reserve, and 2 months power reserve just after. After finishing the Le Mans, our founder, he decided to be official timekeeper of Dakar, but not only, he decided himself to drive to this competition. So our own founder, Alexandre Péchy, is running for the Dakar Rally. So since then, we launched a limited edition for the Dakar Rally, and those 2 last year was incredible for Rebellion Timepieces too, because we signed the partnership with Sauber Alfa Romeo in F1. Mm-hmm. We released 2 limited edition with the drivers, Valtteri Bottas and Drew, who is the first Chinese F1 driver in the world. And beginning of this year, we released our last limited edition with Ronaldinho, football player, which is very incredible. So 2 years ago, we released in Dubai Watch Week 1 high jewelry timepieces, the Revolt Winter Diamond. And for this year, we are very happy to release during the Sydney International Watch Fair, the Rebellion Full Diamond. It is a watch made in rose gold, set it with 330 baguette diamond, which is represented about 20 carats. So it is amazing, and please come to visit us to see this watch.
Rebellion Timepieces is one of 9 independent Swiss luxury watchmaking brands who will be exclusively exhibiting at the Artisans of Time International Watch Fair from this Thursday, the 2nd of November, until Saturday, the 4th of November. So that's when you need to be there. It's an exclusive invitation. You can't just turn up. You must book to go. It'll be held at the Intercontinental in Double Bay. And as you've explained, we've got the exquisite $1 million timepiece. But can you please tell us what are some of the other Rebellion timepieces that will be at the event?
So as I mentioned earlier, we signed a partnership with Sauber Alfa Romeo. So we are going to present also those 2 limited edition, one from Valtteri Bottas and the other that we did with the Drew drivers. So we will also present the Revolt X Ronaldinho watch, limited to 25 pieces. So very exclusive model that we want to present, novelties during this watch fair. So Rebellion, we don't produce a big quantities and represent a lot of limited edition, exclusive collection. And we started actually 2 years ago to produce our own carbon watch cases. So this is something that we want to show to people.
Absolutely. And Ronaldinho, of course, is the famous Brazilian football star and is now an official ambassador for the company.
Yes. Actually, we signed beginning of the year, of this year, the contract with Ronaldinho. And he also come during the Watches Wonders Fair, which was in April 2023.
So as with all things in life, there are mass consumer brands, but as you've explained, these are very limited quantity pieces aimed at the high-end part of the market, where products are not only highly sought after, handcrafted, as we said, in limited quantities, but are also family heirlooms across generations. So can you please tell us more about the Rebellion Timepieces ethos?
So the brand is a Swiss brand, and also the founder and owner, he's also a Swiss man. So the first value he's going to say is the respect. For Rebellion Timepieces, the ethos will be the quest of endurance and performance. So endurance, we start with Le Mans for 13 years. We then continue with the Dakar, and as I said, our own founder, CEO is driving for the Dakar Rally. And for the performance, now we are in F1. And we have all the watches that reflected those values.
So you just explained the Dakar Rally. We've spoken about the Ronaldinho partnership and the Alfa Romeo F1 team. I would expect that any further such partnerships are highly top secret until you're ready to announce them. But can we expect more of these exclusive partnerships in the years to come?
So actually, just last week, we just released a new partnership with the French hypercar brand Delage. And actually, we are present in the Geneva Motor Show, which takes place this year in Doha, which is actually a little bit crazy. And we released a special edition limited to 30 pieces. And actually, the customer who is buying the car can buy also a Rebellion Timepieces customized Delage edition with the color of the car. So this is one of the big news that just happened those last days. But regarding the future, I can tell more, but new collaboration will come.
So before we move on, is there anything else we need to know about Rebellion Timepieces and Swiss watchmaking?
So Rebellion Timepieces is a Swiss independent watch brand. We are only 15 people in this entity, but we are very lucky to belong to a big corporation, and we have the parent company as Lemo, and we are a leader in the design and manufacture of precision cable solution. And we can use the technology and the financial support to help us to drive our project. And I will say that for working for Rebellion, it's very nice because it's like the family spirit, and Rebellion Timepieces doesn't want to lose his own identity. The DNA is a motorsport for car passion lovers, but most of all, Rebellion is a family.
Now, as we get towards the end of the interview, I always like to ask, given that I am a technology journalist, if you could please share a memory of your first personal computer when you were growing up.
It was obviously a desktop. I don't remember that well the brand because I was not fond of it.
Yeah.
But if I have to mention one of my memory was like I was about 11 or 12, and I have to do my homework in health and life science. And my brother told me, "Okay, I'm going to show you something in my computer." And I said, "Okay." And he showed me how to use internet with Wikipedia. And it was for me amazing because before you have to look in the book, it takes a lot of time. And I just have to tap on the computer what I'm looking for. And I have all the explanation I needed in just one click.
Yeah.
So it was amazing. Now, obviously, at that time, even at that time, I remember, yes, there is no high-speed internet, you know. So it was quite crazy, yeah.
Those were the days. I remember them fondly as well. I remember a 300 bits per second modem, which was extremely slow. The text would just crawl along the screen. That was like in the early 1980s. So we've come a long way since then in all aspects of life. Now, my second last question is to ask if you could please share some of the best advice you've received in life to help you get where you are today.
So one of the best advices I get was not to forget where you come from. And if you work hard, you will get what you want. But if I have to give an advice to someone else, I will say, be happy with yourself.
So, what is your final message to the viewers and the readers and to your current and future customers and partners?
So please visit us. Rebellion Timepieces will be very welcome to meet you during the Sydney Watch International Fair.
Well, Stephanie Richard, the head of sales at Rebellion Timepieces, thank you very much for taking the time to speak with me today. I do wish you the best of success, and I do hope we can speak again in the future.
Yes, with pleasure. Thank you, Alex, also for your time. It was a pleasure to discuss with you today.
Thank you. Merci et au revoir.
Thank you. Bye.